Alright, so on today's episode, we are welding in the subframe connectors. I got my buddy Rob over here, who's doing pretty good so far. They're looking pretty sweet. Yeah, he came over to help me out. I don't have a welder. I'm not that good at welding. He knows what he's doing, so yeah, we're gonna get both subframe connectors. We've got them both in right now, like just kind of tacked up. But now we're just adding the final welds to it, and then in the instructions it says they want us to completely weld all the way across the floorboard. So so I think for right now he's just finishing up like the complete welds. Front and rear, and then we'll slowly move into the middle of the floorboard. How's it looking, man?
Good enough. Not my car.
Yeah, I don't know how to weld, so I'm all good with that. Is that a little fire in there? Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's extra.
Jeez, I was looking right at that, damn it. Quick note, the fuel tank is sitting right there, and yes, it is full of fuel, so we are being totally safe.
Regretting any decisions yet?
What's that?
Are you regretting any of your decisions yet?
As far as?
I don't know any of it.
No.
Let me see.
Not a single one.
Well, that's good then. Can you come lick this?
Want me to lick it?
Yeah, let me know if it's hot.
Okay. How's it look?
Good.
Just what I like to hear. So, like I said, we got this side just tacked up, right? And it follows along, and it actually, the US Car Tools kit is pretty nice because they take into account of all like the little dimples in the floor panel. It looks pretty nice, and you know, it's not exact, it's not perfect, but it is pretty damn close. So pretty stoked with that. And then so it also comes with the The front torque box is there, but I think we might get to those a different day. And then it also has the rear torque boxes, so yeah. No, I think it looks pretty good, dude. Honestly, like, that's all I'm concerned about. Yeah, I mean, sure, the welds aren't like pristine, but I mean, the shit's welded in, so. Yeah. But yeah, we just ground off the welds there, and yeah, I'm satisfied with that. You couldn't even tell once that's painted black, so. I just really like your hair right now. It's looking pretty sweet.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go weld the other rails on that side.
Yeah, on the fuel line side. Should be fun.
I'm not worried about it. Is that where that corner was, just filling it in?
Yeah, for sure. That side didn't have too many gaps though, did it?
No, this side was a lot nicer.
Yeah.
This whole rail went in a lot better.
Wonder why that is. I wonder if it's because of like, just like the torque of the engine, right? It torques the car to the right, so maybe it screws with the driver's side more than it does the passenger.
Yeah, possible. And it sure looked good.
Hey, Rob, the cardboard's on fire.
That's extra. Not anymore. There you go. That's a decent weld on that one. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
That's what happens when you have clean metal and no gaps.
I literally can't even see it from where I'm at.
Well, I'm telling you, it looks real nice.
Alright, I believe you.
It all came out like that. Okay. So where's that fuel line you're worried about? Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's cap it off. Might as well.
How's that side looking?
This side's freaking awesome, dude. This whole frame rail is just beautiful. It went on great. It lined up. There's no gaps everywhere. It's just welding a lot nicer too. Not so many gaps.
Yeah, it's got to be something to do with like
just
how
the age of the car and everything.
Well, yeah, I know, but like specifically, like the driver's side is worse. You know, fitment is than the passenger side, and I think it might have something to do with like how the engine's like torque the car over the years. You know what I mean?
No, it makes sense. I wish the other side was coming out this freaking nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, okay,
at least it's strong nonetheless, you know.
So what's the main differences between welding the driver's side and then welding this side?
I don't know, this side just went a lot nicer. The gaps are nicer, and I don't know, it's going in a little bit better. Here we go.
beautiful, huh?
Dude, it's freaking awesome. Nothing's on fire yet?
Not that I can. You know, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna look inside and do like a fire check.
Help me, baby Jesus.
Yeah, no fires, so we're solid, buddy. Okay, yeah, so we got, or rather, you got the welds all in, or what?
Yeah, good enough.
Okay. And I'll be the first to tell you, like, if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna have someone else who knows what they're doing do it, because I'm not gonna screw up my own car because of my own ego.
Other side's better.
So, yeah, I have no problem in admitting, like, hey, I can't do this. I'm not sure like what to do. So if I've got friends or whatever that know how to do it, I will certainly ask them for help. And you know, most people that you're friends with who can do stuff should be cool enough to help you out. So, but yeah, thanks Rob for coming over and helping me out, buddy.
No problem.
You're out of here?
I'm out of here.
All right, thanks for helping out, dude.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Later. Have fun.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Rob has finished up welding in completely on the front sides, front and rear. Again, that's just stuff that I can't do. I mean, maybe I could if I practice enough, but I don't want to damage the car at all. I certainly don't want to blow through the sheet metal here on the inside. Like we just kind of tested a little bit, and it did blow through like just a hair right there. So, but that's not a big deal. But what I did find is that there are cracks in the sheet metal because this originally was a bench seat car, so it's got the reinforcement brackets on the far outside ones, like right here and right here underneath the car. There's brackets that run along these channels here. But I just drilled these holes out because you can see like the factory dimple like in the sheet metal, because all of these floor pans are basically the same. They just put a dimple in on the insides, you know, so that way if the car was destined to have a bucket seat, the guys at the factory could just punch those out, weld in the reinforcement bracket, and then obviously like the seats would go in. But because again this was a bench seat car, there's nothing under here but just sheet metal. So as you can see, yeah, it just started cracking through the sheet metal, which is kind of scary. And I didn't know it was doing that. So I'm kind of glad that I took the carpet out so that I could you know, address that situation. But yeah, not too bad. Frame rails are looking pretty good. I'm not, again, I don't care about like how nice the welds are, as long as they're in there and they're structurally sound. Rob was saying, is like, you know, if we could get the car to my house, we could get some better welds going on there. But honestly, dude, like, it looks pretty good as it is. So I don't know, I might try to play around with the welder, turn the heat down, and then try to weld in along the floorboard there. The instructions say just to kind of go like, where am I? Here we go. Like an inch at a time or something like that, you know, and let it cool, and then go over here. So, again, yeah, I might try to do that, but you know, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never really welded before, like, you know, outside of like high school. So, I might practice on some. Maybe if I have some like sheet metal laying around, I can try to play with it and do whatever. But again, I'm not trying to hurt my car, so I've got time and I can wait. But anyway, that's just it for today's little video on welding in the frame rails. Actually, not the frame rails, the frame rail connectors rather. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Just got to weld in the fronts and the rears. But on this side, I did notice that at some point in this car's life, someone had wrecked this area. I'm assuming they drove off a curb and it just, you know, went bam, just smashed up in there. But, you know, again, I'm not sure what was going on with that. Kind of sucks. So I can't exactly, you know, these are supposed to go. Let me just pull that off real quick here. So this is the front torque box, and it's supposed to, you know, kind of sit essentially just kind of like this, you know, give or take. Yeah, just like right there. give or take a little bit, you know, forward or backward or whatever. But this sheet metal is just so boogered up from all of this going on that it's just not lining up very well. It's hitting right here on this kink. So I'm going to try to work this metal out and get it as straight as possible. Me and Rob already checked the fitment for this driver's side one over here, and it looks pretty good. We checked the fitment for the rear torque boxes. Those are going to line up pretty well. So I'm going to do like a second part of this video for the front and rear torque boxes welding in. But yeah, so this is the US Car Tools Level 1 chassis stiffening kit, and I'm pretty happy with it, man. It works pretty good. It looks good, and it fits up there pretty well. I mean, all these cars are, you know, they're going to be a little bit, you know, off here and there just because, you know, they're old, and you know, the chassis have, you know, like twisted over time just doing stuff or whatever. But yeah, all in all, it fits in there quite well, and I think I'm going to be pretty happy with it. So I'm going to get to work on straightening this out so that we can get the front torque box here to sit up there nicely. Alright guys, that's all for today's video, again. But huge shout out to my buddy Rob for coming over and welding those in for me. Couldn't have done it without him. Or maybe I could have tried, but I probably would have burned my car to the ground. Let's be real. But anyway, if you feel I've earned your subscription, please subscribe, share it with your friends. Again, I am documenting every aspect of the Hemi swap, even all the stuff that really doesn't pertain necessarily to the Hemi swap, but things that people might want to think of while they're doing it. But anyway, dudes, we'll see you next time.